So it's the start of a new chapter for Salford City at Vale Park this afternoon. Interim head coach Paul Scholes on the touchline after Monday's news, but there's no time to dwell on that. There's League 2 game at stake, and Salford, with 5 games unbeaten, will be looking to make that 6 and continue their unbeaten run against Port Vale in history. 2 draws and a win carrying over from last season. They'll be hoping for a first league win here this afternoon. A lot of space on the left hand side for the Colombian, looking for his first league goal of the season. As the corner's taken short to Rodney, driving into the area, gets to the top, hits a low shot which is blocked, and then it comes out to Nathan Smith, but Hladky threw himself down to the left hand side. The low shot came in, it took a deflection on the way through. Hladky moving to his right and then did well to adjust to the left.
No, Port Vale are pressing really high. You know, they're such an energetic side. They're not giving Salford a moment's rest. But at the same time, I don't think that Salford have had too many issues so far. They just need to try and get a bit more of a foothold on the ball, and they'll grow into this game.
Low clears the ball upfield again, headed forward by Mitch Clark in his third spell on loan from Leicester, but he's out of position here as Hunter breaks on the left hand side. He's got Leon Legg tracking back, but Hunter curls onto his right. He hits the shot, but it bounces up into the waiting Scott Brown. And Torre forward into Wilson, back to Hunter, lifts the ball over the top. Henderson's made the run, he heads it back down. Wilson advancing onto it, but it's just clawed back there by Mitch Clark. The referee lets play go on as Vale clear it forward. Golden with an important challenge, just holds up Montano. Montano's still going though, reaches the top of the area, hits a low shot down into the ground and easily gathered by Václav Hladky. Henderson back into Hunter, looking similar to the build-up to Wilson's goal against Tranmere here, as Hunter on the left-hand side. Wilson is looking at the top of the box, but Hunter goes wide to Torre. Torre gets round his man, wonderful touch, gets the ball into the middle. Henderson coming in, and it's going to be a penalty. It was a very late challenge there, and it will be a penalty for Salford City, and absolutely no doubt about it, Ian Henderson picks the ball up.
It's almost exactly like the one that he won away at Grimsby, isn't it? You know, he sort of manages to get in front of his man. He knows that the contact's coming, and as soon as it does, he's gone to ground. And as you're right, Will, he's there to pick up the ball and desperate to take it himself.
Well, he scored 2 goals in his last 4 against Port Vale for Rochdale, and both of them were from the penalty spots. So can Ian Henderson make it 3 and 5? Can he extend his goal run for Salford? It's a long run up against Brown, right footed, it's saved by Brown, back to Henderson, and he's put it over the bar. And would you believe it, Scott Brown with the save, and Henderson, when you'd have backed him, you'd have put your mortgage on it, it's over the bar. Now the throw into Low, gets it back to Easton. Immediately Rodney's there to close down the Salford captain. He plays it forward. Henderson brings it down. This time he holds off Smith. Now Wilson takes over on the right hand side, gets past Joyce as well with a sliding challenge. In now to Andrade. Vale players swarm round Andrade, but it's good feet to get through. He's held off there. No penalty against Fitzpatrick, who lets Andrade know exactly what he's feeling there. I don't imagine they were particularly savoury words. Now Clark knocks the ball around Hunter and driving down the right hand side. Hunter keeping pace with him, and he runs into Ebu Torre, absolutely pulling no punches with that challenge, the Gambian. It's not the best forward by Joyce, looking for Rodney though. Comes to Turnbull, and Turnbull back to Václav Hladky, out to Easton. Port Vale again starting to push, but if Salford can find a way out here, which they can't, as Gibson over to Golden, but he's gone down in some pain here immediately. Players from both teams shouting to the bench, and that does not look good for Darren Gibson. Whether he just twisted his ankle as he turned or whether he was caught, but the players are quite shook down there. But certainly we do wish Darren Gibson well and that it isn't too serious, but it does not look good for the former Republic of Ireland midfielder. Torre curls a pass in towards Lowe. It was just behind the former Bolton man. Now he's getting back to keep up with Conlon, but Conlon finds Rodney, and Rodney through to Worrall, who's onside here. Pulls the ball back to the top of the area. Danny Whitehead takes the touch onto his right. Václav Hladký gets down and manages to nick the bobble away round the post, and it will be a corner for Port Vale. A good save from against the former Salford man. Comes down to Conlon, and Conlon into Joyce, being harried by Denny. Denny, who wins the ball, is pulled back by Joyce. It's good to see from the youngster. You know, at 20, we said in pre-season he doesn't lack confidence. And the free kick's taken quickly into Denny. Hunter now to Lowe, and Jason Lowe on halfway sends Golden free on the right-hand side. If he can get there, he will just about keep it in. Tom Sasante's there for support. Into Tom Sasante it goes. Turning to face goal. Golden returns it to Tom Sasante. Cross in, headed by Wilson, and it's a wonderful save by Brown, almost in stop motion. He keeps Wilson out. The cross comes back in from Torre, and it's cleared away by Joyce at the back. But an unbelievable save from the 35-year-old as Wilson looked nailed on to give Salford the lead there. Torre looking for an outlet here. He forward goes into Wilson, who slips on the divot that's created by Rodney's challenge on Golden earlier in the game. But Hunter with the ball up to Thomas Sasante on the edge of the area. Torre streaming forward to get on the overlap. Thomas Sasante hits it, and I thought that was dipping in from Brandon Thomas Sasante. A wicked effort, and I think Brown thought he might have been beaten. The dip on it was incredible, but it's just a foot over the bar. But a point they'll see is better than none if it ends like this. But here's Montano trying to change that. His attempt to cross is blocked by Golden, and Golden keeps it away from Montano, and Tom Sasante clears it forward. Smith heads it back the other way. Fitzpatrick brings it down over on the left hand side, hooks the ball over the top. Robinson was onside as he gets away from Easton. Montano just holding his run. Robinson puts the cross in to the back post. Worrall heads it down, it comes down, and Cristian Montano in the middle hammers it past Václav Hladký. He just peeled off, and as Worrall's header dropped, Montano in the right place scores his first goal in the league this season and ends that drought for Port Vale, and later on looks like it might have given them the win here. And it'll be a throw in for Salford on the left. Might or might not just be enough time for one last chance as Torre loops the ball long, looking for Elliott. It's headed into the middle, cleared away. The referee puts the whistle to his mouth, and Salford's unbeaten start is over. A disappointing afternoon here at Vale Park ends in defeat. That late goal coming from Cristian Montano